Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to introduce what is known as the porpoising effect. This video primarily aims to discuss the ground effect and the ground effect undertray in F1 racing, as well as the phenomenon known as the porpoising. For those who follow F1 racing, it is known that one of the significant changes in the 2022 season rules was the reintroduction of the ground effect undertray, along with the resulting porpoising effect. It's important to note that in the racing domain, the term ground effect refers to the interaction between the racing car, the flowing air, and the ground, and should not be confused with the concept of wing and ground effect, WIG, in the aviation field, which is a different phenomenon altogether. So, what is the porpoising effect? Simply put, it is a series of chain reactions caused by the ground effect on the overall aerodynamic kits, resulting in the entire race car leaping or bouncing like a dolphin. So, what is the principle behind this phenomenon? Before introducing the porpoising effect, we first need to understand the ground effect undertray. We can refer to this diagram for reference. On each side of the race car, there are curved channels in the floor. The entrances and exits of these floor channels are larger, while the middle section is narrower. When a continuous airflow passes through the narrow central area, the air gets accelerated, and as a result, the air pressure decreases, known as the Venturi effect. The shape of the ground effect undertray is similar to a Venturi tube. When the air pressure decreases underneath the undertray, the air pressure above the car becomes higher, generating downforce. This is how the principle of the ground effect undertray works. Now, let's continue with the previous line of thought. When the car reaches a high enough speed, it generates a strong and high-speed airflow that creates significant downforce, pressing the car against the ground. The undertray gets pressed down close to the ground, even touching it or uneven parts of the track. The airflow underneath the undertray becomes disturbed or even disrupted, causing the Venturi effect to fail, resulting in a reduction of the downforce on the car at that moment. Then, with the action of suspension thrust, the car returns to its original height. If the car is still at high speed, it will generate enough downforce to press the car back down to the ground, repeating the cycle. The car continuously oscillates under the alternating forces of downforce and suspension thrust, resembling the motion of a dolphin leaping out of the water, hence the term porpoising. But the porpoising effect is naturally an undesirable phenomenon for racing teams, and they are actively seeking solutions to mitigate it. Currently, there are three known approaches. The first approach involves adding vortex generation components at the edges of the car's undertray. These vortices help to better seal the airflow over the top of the car, reducing the reliance on the undertray's proximity to the ground for sealing. Additionally, the vortices can create a cushioning effect, maintaining a certain distance between the undertray and the ground. The second approach is to add a strut between the undertray and the body of the car. This prevents the undertray from bending or getting too close to the ground under high downforce conditions. The last one is to raise the undertray and increase the stiffness of the springs. However, this method may reduce the effectiveness of the ground effect and result in a decrease in downforce. While increasing the stiffness of the springs can counteract the effects of downforce, it can also affect the car's handling and stability during cornering. Now, I would like to share with you the 3D model of the race car we have created, and at the same time, review the key points we just mentioned. Alright, that concludes our video for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.